Hey lovelies, it's Heather. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot tonight's video and get it out of the way. I am just, it's just one of those nights. It's the best way to word it. It's one of those nights where you're stressed out because of stupid shit. I was stressed out through the day because, there's things that you can't control, and family stuff and everything like that. But then I was getting over that and I was just trying to relax. And every time you try to relax, because people are just mean and evil, or I don't know, I don't know. And it's just some bullshit, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And, anyways, I'm sitting here right now and I'm like, should I call the cops? Like, what the fuck? So if you hear my dog barking in the background, she's barking a lot, or quite a bit. But anyways, I don't know. But it's like, I've read everything for as far as, you're supposed to sit here and you're supposed to put your best foot forward whenever it comes to life and handling things and family stuff and emotions and just all kinds of things like that. You're supposed to put your best foot forward. You're supposed to try. You're supposed to keep trying. You're supposed to believe in what you believe in. You're supposed to be who you are, and all this stuff. And bad stuff does happen. It does occur, but you got to keep on trying and everything. But it's just so exhausting. And then when you are like a minority, whether it's dealing with your family or society or whatever, and you don't go with everybody else and you refuse to fit in the boxes that they want you to fit into, even though you're not like some hellion, you're just, being yourself, and they try to like label it as you being rebellious or something and everything. Like my dad tried to say that me and my daughter were rebelling against each other. I was just like, what the fuck? But and I thought to myself, no, it's that I'm rebelling against you because I'm trying to actually have my independence and have my own damn life. And it's almost like being caught in, what is it, that movie? M. Night Shyamalan's, fuck, what was the name of that movie? Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. What was the name of that? Anyways, it was his first real horror flick that come out, or whatever, or scary movie thriller that came out. And there was the people that would dress in these, Clarabelle, would you stop? That's just Tiger. But anyways, they dress up, to be these scary things out in the woods to keep their rebellious people, from trying to rebel against their village and the way that they lived in their society and shit like that. And it's just, it's like there's actually people that, they use fear like that and fear tactics to try to control. And then they can't see themselves as being greedy because they don't think being in control is a greedy move. Or they try to get off on, well, I was doing it for the benefit of you, or the benefit for us as a whole, because if you do something different, then everybody else is going to want to do it. You're going to be a leader of them, and I don't know if you're prepared to lead people, and I don't like it because I'm not the leader and I want to be the leader. And so it just becomes this power struggle that, like, man, it's like I don't even, life is just shit. It's like I don't even want to be a part of it. Like, fuck power struggles, like, just let me be me and you be you. And that'll be the end of it, Like, legit. Like, just let it be, You be you, I'll be me. Let me follow my own path. Let me do my own things. And, if other people do happen to follow or whatever, somebody's example that wants to go against the grain, if you will, then let those people. Because the more that you just confine people, the more you're killing the human race as a whole, is the best way I can think of to word it. But I don't know, I'm just sitting here just trying to figure stuff out, trying to not get on some gossipy shit talking crap. Even though people think that I do, they don't realize how mean I could be, how judgmental I could be if I chose to be, But instead I choose to be open-minded, I choose to be compassionate. Sorry, my eyelashes. But I choose to try to understand, I choose to want to be, the person that I am, and they have every right to choose the person that they want to be too, but Jesus Christ, I don't know what else to say other than Jesus Christ, it's Lord help me. But anyway, so I'm just sitting here, and I'm playing, I downloaded some games on my phone that, I kind of dug around, and I downloaded a few and I didn't like them, and so I downloaded some different ones because I'm just trying to find, a way to kind of not think about psychology and not think too much about my family and trying to fix my family stuff. I'm trying to be like them, but not be like them. Because they just blatantly don't give a shit, or if they do care, it's just to make things worse. Me, I care, and I care, and I care, and I care, and I worry about emotions and feelings and this and that. And then when they took my daughter, it's I don't give a shit, It's oh, you're crying, oh, you're hurt, towards everyone in my family except for my daughter. And I'm just must suck, to a degree. But then again, I still, I'm well, no, what is it? And so then I'm just trying to build my own fucking life. But it's I know I don't have the tools that I need. And even if it's even if it was a material thing, say I needed a material thing, say I need a car. Okay, I don't have the tools to even get a fucking car. You know what I'm saying? And then even if I had a car, then I'd have to, then you have to have tools, basically, which is money. You have to go pay for car insurance. You have to get a car tag. You have to get a license. You have to put gas in the car. I mean, there's all these tools that you have to make life function in a normal way. And if nobody helps you to get those fucking tools, for your life to function, then your life's just shit. And so, literally, I sat here and I tried to not get depressed about it. I tried to, steer clear of it, but it was just, kind of I'm going to allow it to be a blank thought in my head. And the blank thought in my head, or neutral thought in my head, or indifferent, however you want to word it, I was just well, and I was don't really understand why I'm here, don't really understand what my purpose is. And honestly, to the point right now, I don't understand anybody's purpose in my damn family. I mean, my sister, yes, she's raising her kids. My parents, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with their life. My grandmother, I don't know what the fuck she's doing with her life. I don't know what the hell these people are doing with their life other than working, making money, going around spending it, being irritated, about everything and bitching about stuff and eating and buying things. I mean, what do you want your fucking headstone to read, whenever you die, Do you want it to read, even something as basic as they lived and they had children, and it not even go into detail because it just was bland, your life was just, is the best way to word it. And so it's got married, had kids, drove a car, went to work, paid bills, ate food, bought things, died. And to a degree, I mean, we are here to pass time on the earth for God's will to occur, to happen. But Jesus Christ, we are souls, that are put into bodies, and souls are these free things, that, you have free will, and then you get put inside of a body, and then your body doesn't have free will as much as it could if it was just a soul floating around. And so you don't have limitations just because you're put in a fucking human body, but your mind is overruled by negative shit, call it what you want, but it's overruled by negative shit. And then if you project that negative shit out onto other people constantly, then you're putting more limitations on them, more restrictions on them. And then everybody's just sitting around fucking feeling suffocated and depressed all the damn time. And unhappy and like fucking robots. Like, yeah, we go to work, we make money, we pay bills, we eat food, and we buy shit. Like, really? That's what you want to do? And I'm not saying that like in a smart ass way that you can't do that and be happy. You can. You can do those basic things and find joy and happiness and actual fucking living in that. But you have to be like wanting that shit. And that's like me with my daughter. I legitimately love my fucking kid. I legitimately want to raise my kid. I legitimately want to stay up and laugh and giggle like I'm somebody that might, seem just shot the fuck out high on some damn drugs, but I'm just laughing because I'm having such a damn good time with my kid. Playing a board game or some shit. Or dancing in the living room with her. And so, everybody needs to go the fuck on and find what their happiness is, basically, and stop being jealous of other people's happiness. If you gotta go out and do 14 fucking different types of fucking drugs to laugh and giggle the same way that I do with my baby girl dancing in the living room or playing a board game and I keep losing, or some shit like that, or she keeps losing, or we start throwing the game pieces at each other being goofy, or we have a little itsy bitsy like marshmallow food fight or some shit. If I can find fucking fun in that, I'm sorry if you can't find fucking fun in that shit and you gotta go get high off of 14 different types of fucking drugs, but if you do, then go and do it. But don't sit here and be one of those people, that like gets jealous, and gets greedy is the best way to word it. Take the fact that some days you're going to be sitting on your ass crying. Some days you're going to be mad as hell, Feel your actual emotions, people. Like, I'm so sick and tired of people being like fucking robots and not wanting to feel anything and not wanting to live. That's even like the girl that I fell in love with. I've sat here all the time and I've been like, oh my God, would somebody just listen to me? I get really mad and I'm like, fuck, would somebody just listen to me just once? Whenever it comes to a really big decision, would somebody just listen to me? And nobody ever does. And I'm like, fuck, And I let them do their own shit because I'm not going to interfere with their free will. But at the same time, I'm just like sitting here and I'm like, God, you're such an idiot because you're choosing to stay this robotic fucking thing that you've been, that you're complaining and whining about being. And I'm giving you the opportunity to not be. Or I'm showing you the opportunity to not be. And what I mean by that is like, okay, the girl, even if me and her wouldn't have been together sexually, we still could have been friends all this fucking time. But no, because she had to, she's so used to this numb ass lifestyle that she's got to find a way to stay in this same numb ass lifestyle that she keeps fucking bitching about. And then I kind of am kicking myself in the ass a little bit to a degree because I see how I do it to myself sometimes. But mine always involves, unfortunately, a guy, and it's usually a guy offering to have sex with me. And I sit here and I kind of kick myself in the ass, and I'm like, maybe I should have had sex with him. Because maybe it at least would have been something that I would have been doing. I mean, I hate to fucking say that. And it's not like, it's all the time, but it's pretty fucking frequent, and I'm just like, okay, And else, the guys that I'm like, yeah to, they don't give a shit. And the ones that I'm like, no to, they keep sending me fucking friend requests or keep following my page or this and that. And I keep having to block them and everything. Or they disappear for a few years out of my life, and then I write them because I'm like, hey, and I'm trying to be. And they're like, no. And then they're like, well, maybe, yeah. And this is like pertaining to my whole Jason fucking incident. And then I get there, and then I'm like, no, I can't, And then we don't, and nothing. And then he's mad. And then I'm like, but we can be friends. I'm giving you something at least to say that is a action that you're taking in your life that's not your normal, mundane, day-to-day shit. Like, dude, let's be friends. Hey, rent my apartment. That way you're feeling, you're taking care of my lease. I'm helping you out with money, and that way, we can, like, talk casually, even if it's only every 3 or 6 months, just one phone call. Be like, hey, and be like, and build friendship, But no, that was too fucking much of me, a crazy person, supposedly. I'm the crazy person because I want actual relationships with people. Whoa, hold the fucking phone. Like, really? Like, I don't get it. I even smarted it off kinda to my grandmother one night because I was like, I've listened to y'all and look at where it's put my damn life. I'm like, y'all treat me like shit. Y'all treat me like I'm a horrible person. I'm like, the only time I didn't listen to you was basically about not having sex outside of marriage, and that resulted in a failed marriage because me and him slept together before we got married, me and my husband, and then me and my kid's dad slept together, and we never got married. And so, anyways, I was like, yeah, like, that was a fucked up thing that I did. That's the one thing that I did that I wasn't supposed to do, and it led to a marriage that fell apart and everything. But I'll be damned, there's still some good memories from my piece of shit marriage. And I like having them. I hate having the bad ones. I sit and I cry when I have the bad memories. But I sit and I laugh when I have the good memories. Granted, there's not as many as those as there is the bad ones because the way he's handled the separation and not divorcing me. But he's the one that's throwing them out the window every time he wants to act like a damn douchebag that way. So whatever. But for as far as me and my kid's dad, the best fucking thing that has ever happened to me happened because I took a risk, basically. And even though there's a lot of pain there too, there's a lot of laughter and a lot of enjoyment. So do I want to sit here on this, just like fucking life that's just like bland, like everybody wants me to live on? Or do I want to live on this one where it's like, you know what, I'm going to be 25% happy. And even though in being 25% happy, that means I'm also going to have to be 25% sad sometimes. I think they're worth it. And so I take the risk. And it always ends up, that way. I've dealt with a lot of turmoil, but I've dealt with a lot of good when I've taken risks. But yet people still want to bitch me out. People still want to be like, you shouldn't have had a kid so young. That was a horrible thing that you did, having a kid so young. That was a horrible thing that you did, having sex so young. That was a horrible... You should have just gave your kid up for adoption, and that way she would have had a better parent. I'm surprised I haven't killed somebody when they've said shit like that to me, in all honesty. But I haven't, and I won't. But damn, like, do you hear your retarded ass self? Like, how about you go take a risk on adopting a fucking kid? Like, I just can't. It's like, my parents and my family have criticized me so fucking bad on like minuscule shit. Like on the way I order my food, for instance, the way I word it, the way I say something, or the way I do this. That used to, when my daughter was real little and I had to call and make her doctor's appointments, I would be on the phone with my best friend fixing to have a fucking panic attack before I called the doctor because I was like, oh my god, they're going to make fun of me on the phone in the way that my voice sounds. They're going to make fun of me in the way that I talk. They're going to think that I'm stupid. And my friend was like, no, they're not. Calm the fuck down. Why are you thinking that much? And I realized more as I got older, it's the scapegoated mentality. It's the damage that was done to me. And it's like, I just want one person to guide me, into, kind of being more comfortable. But fuck, apparently, I don't know. So I guess I am supposed to live this life, this little mundane shit nice life because nothing else is fucking happening. I don't know. I don't know. But all I can say is do not come to me, do not come around me and complain or bitch about your damn life. And I'm not saying that to be a hypocrite or to be mean or to be mad, but it's because I'm somebody that fucking cares and I will try to do something to usually fucking help you with it. Regardless of if you think that I'm not or I am because you think that just because I help you once that I should help you all the time, or, you see that I'm helpful and so you think you should milk every penny out of me. And I'm starting to realize I don't need to let people do that and I need to set boundaries and you're not milking shit out of me. Whatever you do for me, and back, and, we'll keep it equal. And if we can't, then we'll end it. Like, I'm done. Like, but I just, man. I used to think one extreme deserved another extreme. And I still honestly do, but I believe most people don't think that. Most people think that they should have extreme happiness, extreme joy, extreme love, extreme good feelings and sunshine and rainbows. And then because they're out there just sucking that shit out of anything that they can fucking find, in whichever ways they have to, like, grab the shit, and just take control of it and everything that they fucking do, then you got us here that's gotta be fucking sad and pitiful all the fucking time. So thank you. Thank you, people that are out there that are happy and laughing and giggling and having great, amazing, wonderful, times. And, you might, I'm not saying that you never feel sad or you never feel angry, but you make damn sure that you hardly ever do. And you sure as hell don't 50-50. You sure as hell don't feel, just as much sadness as you do happiness. Because you're like a goddamn overgrown succubus, I reckon. Like, I don't fucking know what else to call you, in all damn honesty. You're just a greedy little asshole, basically. Selfish, greedy little asshole. At least that's the way that I fucking feel. Because I'm tired. I'm so tired. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I might shoot another one here in just a few minutes. But, I hope everybody's doing good. Keep putting your best foot forward. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to name this. But, there's my bitch fit for the day, I guess. But I hope everybody's doing good. Keep putting your best foot forward. And I'll catch you later. Take care. Bye.